afternoon and very welcome to this semi-final allocation draw for the Eurovision Song Contest 2013 here in Malmö. Since 1956, the Eurovision Song Contest is Europe's favorite TV show. After more than 5 decades featuring some 1,100 songs, the contest has become a modern classic, strongly embedded into Europe's collective mind, and we are extremely proud and excited to be the host of the event this year. This afternoon, I'm also pleased to have with me the scrutineers, the executive producer from SVT, Mr. Martin Österdahl, and the executive supervisor from EBU, Mr. Jon Ola Sand, and we also have the voting supervisor, Mr. Thomas Niedermeyer. And with me today is also my good friend, Mrs. Josefin Sundström, who is going to assist me. Now, as you all probably know, there will be 2 semifinals and 1 grand final this May. 39 countries are competing. 6 of those countries will go directly to the grand final without having to qualify. Those countries are France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and United Kingdom, plus the host country, Sweden. However, they each have to broadcast and vote in one of the semifinals. So the first step of the semi-final allocation draw this afternoon is to determine which of the 6 pre-qualified countries will air and vote in which semi-final. And here's Josefin, so you're going to help me.
Yes.
Now here we have them. And we're starting with France.
And France will vote in the second semi-final.
I'm taking the next one. And it is Germany.
And Germany will vote in the second semi-final.
The next one is not upside down, it's Spain.
And Spain will vote in the second semi-final.
I only have 3 to go, but I'm mixing them anyway. Here we are. The 4th one is United Kingdom.
And United Kingdom will vote in the first semi-final.
Two to go. Which one will it be? Sweden.
And Sweden will vote in the first semi-final.
And the last one. Italy.
And Italy will vote in the first semi-final as well.
There we have them, the big 5 and the host country. Now, on to step 2. And due to some requests, I would like for Mr. Jon Ola Sand to explain the changes in this year's competition.
Yes, on request of SVT and the delegation of Israel, and approved by the reference group, Denmark, Israel, and Norway have already been allocated to the semifinals. Denmark will participate in the first semifinal on May 14, while Israel and Norway will participate in the second semifinal on May 16. Nevertheless, we have to determine in which half of the respective semifinals they will be placed. And due to this arrangement, it has also been determined that the first semifinal will have 16 participants, and the second semifinal will have 17 participants.
All right. So next we define in which half of the semifinal Denmark, Israel, and Norway will be placed. So first we draw a red or a green note for Denmark out of the bowl designated for the first semifinal, and then we repeat the procedure for Israel and Norway by drawing a red or a green note out of the bowl designated for the semifinal number 2. Now, the red note means that the country will be placed in the first half, and the green note means that the country will be placed in the second half. Shall we? Well, I have number 1 here, and that should be and is Denmark.
And Denmark will participate in the first half of the first semifinal.
And then we move on to number 2, which should be Israel, and is Israel.
And Israel will participate in the second part of the second semifinal.
And that leads us to number 3. Oops. Norway.
And Norway will compete in the second part of the second semifinal.
There we go. Now, on to step 3. And here we have a lot of bowls. 5 bowls with the rest of the participating countries to see in which semifinal they will compete. And we will start by going around for semifinal number 1. Okay. Are you ready? Good. And it's Croatia.
And Croatia will participate in the first half of the first semifinal.
I'm mixing them a little bit, taking out another one. And it's Lithuania.
And Lithuania will compete in the second part of the first semifinal.
Third bowl. Now we have Ukraine.
And Ukraine will participate in the first half of the first semifinal.
And the next one is the Netherlands.
The Netherlands will participate in the first part of the first semifinal.
And the last one for semifinal 1 this round is Austria.
And Austria will participate in the first half of the first semifinal.
This was great fun. Let's do it for semifinal number 2. Start all over again. Semifinal number 2. I'm mixing them. And I give you Albania.
Albania will compete in the second part of the second semifinal.
And the next one is Latvia.
Latvia will participate in the first part of the second semifinal.
Next one is Azerbaijan.
And Azerbaijan will compete in the first part of the second semifinal.
The next one for semifinal number 2 is Malta.
And Malta will compete in the first part of the second semifinal.
And we take another one for semifinal number 2. And it's Hungary.
And Hungary will compete in the second part of the second semifinal.
I'm back where we started. First bowl for semifinal number 1. And I give you Serbia.
Serbia will participate in the second part of the first semifinal.
The next one is Ireland.
And Ireland will participate in the second part of the first semifinal.
Mixing them. There we are. It's Belarus.
Belarus will compete in the second part of the first semifinal.
And the next one is Cyprus.
Cyprus will participate in the second part of the first semifinal.
Taking the last one for now. And it's Slovenia.
And Slovenia will compete in the first part of the first semifinal.
And let's take 5 for semifinal 2. Here I give you Switzerland. Switzerland.
And Switzerland will participate in the second part of the second semifinal.
Next one. Roll them out to your left. Iceland.
And Iceland will participate in the first part of the second semifinal.
And the next one is Georgia.
And Georgia will participate in the second part of the second semifinal.
Taking the next one. And it's Greece.
And Greece will compete in the second part of the second semifinal.
And the next one. Oops. And it's San Marino.
San Marino, stubborn, will compete in the first part of the second semifinal.
Okay, 10 countries to go. 5 for semifinal 1 and 5 for semifinal 2. Let's take 5 for semifinal 1. And it says Montenegro.
Montenegro will participate in the second part of the first semifinal.
The next one is Estonia.
Estonia will participate in the first part of the first semifinal.
Just 2 to mix. It's not really much to mix. I'm doing it anyway. Here we are. The next one is Russia.
And Russia will compete in the first half of the first semifinal.
I'm taking this one. And it's Belgium.
And Belgium will participate in the second half of the first semi-final.
And the last one for semi-final number one is this one, or that one, or this, or that. This one. This one. It's this one. And it's Moldova.
And Moldova will compete in the second part of the first semi-final.
So, 5 for semi-final 2. The first one here now is former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
And former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia will compete in the first part of the second semi-final.
The next one is Finland.
And Finland will participate in the first part of the second semi-final.
And the next one is Armenia.
Armenia will participate in the second part of the second semi-final.
It's not the last one. But this one says Bulgaria.
Bulgaria will compete in the first part of the second semi-final.
And now the last one. What could it be? It could be, and it is, Romania.
And this should be then Romania will participate in the second part of the second semi-final.
So, there we have the results. 16 countries competing in the first semi-final and 17 countries competing in the second. And this means that we have completed the semi-final allocation draw. Shall we have a little look at the screen first, just to see the results? So there you have them. Now, that completes the whole final allocation draw. Thank you, gentlemen, very much for all your support and everything, and thank you, Josephine, for assisting me. Now, there's just 4 months of waiting for the big event now, and we are longing for it. We hope you are too. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, of course, and we are extremely delighted to welcome you back to Malmö in the middle of May in order to carry out the 2 semifinals and finally the grand finale of Eurovision Song Contest 2013. Hope to see you then. Bye.